Glacier National Park, known for its towering glacier-carved landscape. But there is a deep and spiritual human heritage here, too. People have inhabited this land for over 12,000 years. It is the ancestral home of the Blackfeet, Salish, and Kootenai tribes. To them, these mountains have great spiritual significance. The first white men to come into the area were trappers and traders. By foot and horseback, they slowly made their way into what is now Montana during the early part of the 19th century. Word quickly spread about the beauty of these mountains through a popular magazine called Forest and Stream. The editor of this magazine was George Bird Grinnell, founder of the Audubon Society. Grinnell was a champion of wilderness areas and published articles describing the beauty of these mountains. He is oftentimes referred to as the father of the Glacier Park movement. And on May 11, 1910, Glacier National Park was designated our nation's 10th national park. In the early 1900s, American travelers who wanted modern amenities in the great outdoors traveled to Europe and the Swiss Alps. In response, the Great Northern Railway developed the See America First campaign that quickly led to growing tourism in Glacier. From 1912 to 1914, 3 great lodges were built: Glacier Park Lodge, Many Glacier Hotel, and Lake McDonald Lodge, as well as 9 chalets. A site was picked just across the border in Canada for a 4th great lodge, the Prince of Wales Hotel. Lake McDonald Lodge was the only hotel not built by the Great Northern Railroad. It was built by John Lewis, a land speculator who wanted to build a hotel worthy of the park. In the 1920s, members of the Blackfeet tribe greeted visitors as trains pulled into Glacier Park Lodge. Today, Glacier Park Lodge is on the Blackfeet Indian Reservation, and the influence of Native Americans is still evident throughout the park. In the early days of Glacier, you might find people doing many of the same things people are doing today: horseback riding, hiking, riding tour boats, fishing, and exploring the glacial landscape. It was obvious that, in addition to trails, roads would be needed to accommodate visitors' travels through the 1.2 million acres of wilderness. So in order to provide an easy yet still spectacular way to see the park, one of the highlights of Glacier National Park was completed in 1933, the Going to the Sun Road. More than 2 decades of planning and construction went into this engineering marvel. Sheer vertical cliffs, 60-foot snowdrifts, and tons of solid rock made the road building even more of an accomplishment. On July 15, 1933, the park celebrated the road's completion at Logan Pass with an estimated 4,000 people in attendance. Spanning 52 miles across the Continental Divide, the Going to the Sun Road immediately became a motor adventure for visitors and sightseers. Open-air red buses were built so that visitors could experience the views of the park unhindered. Today, the road is paved, and the red buses still breeze visitors through the park in the style and grace of a bygone era. Even with all the visitation through the years, it's amazing that 90% of the park is still considered wilderness, a place just as untouched today as it was when those first peoples beheld it so many years ago.